I'm Melissa Thomas, and I'm assistant professor in the Department of Primary Care at Ohio University's Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine. The Amish and Mennonite Breast Health Project really started over 20 years ago, and it's a program that started really because there was a question of why. Amish and Mennonite women were not participating in breast cancer screening programs we had in communities, and I wondered why they didn't show up. And local folks told me that the Amish didn't believe in healthcare and not to pursue any work with them, but I wanted to hear it from them. And really what stemmed from that question of why started a statewide program with a nonprofit organization that we founded that's completely community-led. And it's really an opportunity to address cancer disparities in this population. We're in 31 states have Amish and Mennonite communities, and also a chance for the community to be able to be empowered with tools so that they can take charge of their health. Key to this program is that Amish and Mennonite members of the community serve not only on the leadership team, but also as the community health workers that really drive the work that we're doing. And it's a unique opportunity for students to be engaged so they can see how a community-led project works in addressing health issues that the community themselves have identified. When students are engaged with communities throughout this process, however long it is, I'm more excited for students to come to me at the end and tell me who the Amish aren't as opposed to who they are. I'm excited to hear students say that they have more of a difficult time drawing that line of difference between the Amish and themselves because they see so much of themselves in this community. You know, I think what's critical about working with any communities is to make sure that students understand that historical and cultural perspective. So before going out to any of our community services, the first thing we do is we invite the students into Holmes County, the world's largest Amish settlement. And there's a Amish and Mennonite Cultural Center. So the first step is to understand that history and that cultural perspective. I think what's important for me is that it's easy for students to read or catch up on something, but we want students to really feel what it's like to be in these communities. We want them to understand that cultural perspective before going out. And that's really been what's key to any of these programs, is being able to have students interact and engage with the communities, find that common bond. And once we cross that, we're really just all working together for the same goal.
I am the program coordinator and community health worker for Project Hufney. I became involved with this organization a little over a year ago. It became a passion of mine 4 years ago when I suddenly lost my mother due to cancer. She was diagnosed 2 weeks prior to her death. And it was really an eye-opener to me just to realize how us women need to be proactive about our health and take care of ourselves. And I knew I wanted to be part of this organization, just to be a voice. And also I didn't want another family to experience what our family went through.
The key of all of the work that I do really centers on utilizing research as a tool to, again, help communities and address issues and be able to come up with programs and services that are completely, really engaged within the communities themselves. The students play such a critical role in this work. It's more than just service. Obviously, we're statewide and providing mobile clinics for Amish and Mennonite women, but we're also collecting data and information. And one of the key aspects of what the students do is that they really become co-investigators on these studies with me. Unlike other projects, I really do view the students as colleagues and collaborators.
I started working with Dr. Thomas on that this summer, and I worked with her and another undergraduate student. So when I came in, we were kind of at the beginning of the research process. Working with Dr. Thomas was great. I was really excited to work with someone in community engaged research and also someone who had a health background. I met with her once a week to kind of go over what I would be doing that week and also get any training or practice with what I would be doing. And then it was independent work for the rest of the week. So I really enjoyed getting feedback from her and learning from her experience, and then also the opportunity to work on my own a little bit.